100 metres, handler comes scampering clear, they're all set. They sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. Agape Rains Pidge with the yellow blinkers is very quick from Surefire Honolulu. Red labels with the blue cap, that one stalking Pidge towards the outside path to travel, the red sleeves. Castle Nova is towards the inside, then comes Honolulu, behind that Mystical Miles, and Diamond Alley's one of the trailers, about 7 or 8 lengths off the leaders. As they approach the 600 metre marker, and Pidge has gone clear by 2 or 3 lengths. Agape Rains, the blue blinkers, red label. Then comes Surefire, Castle Nova, path to travel. Honolulu's on the right hand side. Then comes Mystical Miles. Just outside the 400, Pidge still the leader. Red labels back second, Surefire, Castle Nova. Down the inside is Honolulu, 300 to go, Pidge still the leader. Now Red Label tries to throw out a challenge and Surefire's down the inside, but Pidge still goes. Past the 200, Pidge still the leader. Down the inside, Surefire, Red Label, path to travel, runs on late, but Pidge is going too strongly, and Pidge has got it won. Second placing will go to, it's close, path to travel or Surefire, then Castle Nova and Red Label. Number 1, Pidge, went quickly and made all the running and wins well again. Third win from 6 outings, the daughter of Kahal. Ends up winning about 2.5 to 3 lengths, so Pidge is victorious. Once again equipped with the blinkers, and back-to-back victories here at Clairwood over the 1200 this time, 1000 last time out. It's actually unbeaten, if I recall correctly, unbeaten at Clairwood. Second placing, well, that is mighty close. It's path to travel nearest us, and Surefire on the inside. We'll leave that one to the judges. And then Castle Nova, Red Label. Further back in the field is Diamond Alley. And then came number 7, Mystical Mouse, and number 3, Honolulu. And then Agape Rain. So 6th time at the track for Pidge, third win from 6 outings, and continues to go, made a big break on the opposition, and then still won well by about 2.5 lengths. This one bred at Summerhill Stud, and Pidge is victorious. That's the running of race 5 until the running of the 6th. Back to the studio.
Nice result for trainer Charles Laird here. Well done to Mr. and Mrs. Diedrichs, the daughter of Kahal, bred by Summerhill Stud. Anton Marcus riding another winner today at Clairwood, and a start to finish victory, Anton. Last time out, Kevin partnered her. It was a fluent win. It looked the same again today.
Yeah, she won a very good race today, Deej. I thought it was a very competitive race. I actually thought it was one of the harder races on the card, So for her to win in that fashion, I was very pleased.
Nice to see her back to her best, because she started off her career well, and then, I'm not saying that she went off form, but she had 2 disappointing runs.
Well, Deej, with the filly horses like this, because they're so genuine, when they do fluff their lines, clearly they do go off form, and there is something amiss, because they certainly don't lack the ability, As you know, with horses, they've got blood running through their veins. They can't tell you if they're feeling amiss, even after you've cantered down to the start, irrespective of their form, So clearly there was something amiss, but fantastic. Great for Charles to get her back to her best.
Before you leave us, I enjoyed your ride yesterday, Orator's daughter. Could you give the boys a comment on Mr. Cricket?
These, it was one of those runs, when they run as poorly as that.
Yes.
And everybody knows that he's highly thought of. Clearly, I'm not saying there is something incubating, but obviously there is something amiss, because he was almost a spent force between the 800 and the 900. I edged him on a bit, and there was nothing there early, So I couldn't look for any excuses. If he had faded late, you could say, well, maybe he shouldn't have led, but I can't look for any excuses on yesterday's performance, Deez.
Thanks for that feedback.
Thank you.
Lovely. Anton Marcus. Charlie, you brought some nice horses to the races today. A double thus far. It's turning out to be a good day.
Yes, Deez, absolutely. But a big thank you to Phil. He bred this filly at Summerhill, and Phil and I go back a long way. And I said to him, Phil, please do me a favour, don't give her away. She's a decent filly. She's got an Empress Club behind. I know she's laid back and whatever, but she could grow into something. And he brought her back, and I think he's going to reap. She's a good filly. She felt the ready to run. Excuse me. She was distressed in the parade ring thereafter, and I ran her probably too close for the simple reason that Phil lives in Pretoria, and I'm trying to do the right things for the owners as well, and it didn't work out. She's back at home, and I was saying to myself, if she can win a decent race today, then I can plan her future for the season.
It looks like a bright one, Charlie. Before you leave us, I must say thank you for your comments. Race number 1. We had a long chat in the parade ring. Your horse was odds on, and you were clear as crystal, looking for further.
Geez, I had 3 in there, and I promise you they'll all win races.
Yes.
It's just stables are across the road, 1,200 metre here. It's a nice way to start. Just because they cost money and you got Anton on, doesn't mean that they're going to win. But I think all 3 will be very competitive the next time they come racing.
Thanks for that, Charlie.
Thank you.
Lovely. Charles Laird here, number 1, Pedge, has come to win it. If you caught this quartet, pretty close for the minor placings, but it's gone to number 4, Part to Travel. So 1, 4, 5, and 6, your provisional result, race number 5. That's done and dusted. The exotics, that was the leg 1 of the jackpot. But let's not forget, we got a quartet maxi pool carryover to the lucky last. Race number 9, 20 past 5. Quartet carryover, 126,000. Estimated pool, 800,000. So keep some money for that. Race number 9, quartet maxi pool carryover.